Hi everyone, my name's Alyssa and I wanted to get on here to film an intro and kind of share how my Tokyo trip went back in June of 2022. That video was filmed a while ago because now it's January of 2023, so I just now finally found time to film this intro. I just got back from a 4-month deployment back in November, so I've been on shore for about 2 months now. So anyway, I just wanted to take some time to share how my Tokyo experience went back in June. It was actually a really fun trip. My friend Kat and myself had went to go do a whole bunch of things back there. But the first night that we were there, though, we got followed on the train. Yeah, we were followed on the train. But her and I had been out that whole day, and you know, we decided to go stop by a bar before we went back to the hotel. And you know, we finally decided, like, hey, let's go back to the hotel. And it was about 2 train rides before we got there, right? So we're at the train station, we're on our first train, and you know, I'm not paying attention to my surroundings. That's really bad on my part because you're always supposed to be paying attention, but you know, I just kind of grew very comfortable in Japan just because it's a fairly safe place to be, so these things don't really happen. So yeah, I'm not paying attention to my surroundings, and my friend and I get off that first train. We head to our second platform to catch the second train, and while we're waiting, my friend Kat comes up to me and she's like, hey, like, don't freak out, but that man over there is following us. And I don't know what it was, but I just was not expecting those words to come out of my friend's mouth. That was the last thing that I probably expected her to say. So I'm kind of panicking at this point. I'm kind of starting to freak out, but I'm trying to compose myself. We get on the escalator because the platform that we were currently on was elevated. So we go down the escalator, and I kid you not, you know, when you're going down the escalator, at some point you stop seeing, you know, you stop seeing what's at that floor that you were on because you're just way too close to where going down. And the guy, as soon as him and I weren't making eye contact anymore, he inches closer towards the escalator, and just to keep looking at us. And him and I are still making eye contact at this point. So I'm freaking out. And as soon as my friend and I were close enough to the ground to start running away from that area, we ran. And we're trying to look for security, and her and I probably look crazy running in this train station. But we go to a different platform, we ride 3 stops, and then we get off, and then we take a taxi back to our hotel. And at this point, her and I are quiet. We're tired. We're really freaked out at that whole situation that happened. And, you know, we finally get to our hotel, and we just get to our rooms and sleep. And then the next day, we talk about what happened, because I'm over here thinking maybe we kind of over exaggerated the situation, or we reacted to something or like made something up in our heads that probably wasn't really happening. So we're talking about the whole situation, and she told me that when we got on our first train, that man was there. You know, he had followed us into that first train. And the way my friend described it was, when we were passing by, my friend said that, you know, she had thought that he liked me because when we were passing by, he nearly broke his neck to turn and look at us, right? And so I'm over there like, okay, you know, just kind of brushing that whole, you know, just kind of, okay, it's whatever. And my friend, she just notices that he keeps staring at us, and she thinks, damn, like this guy must really like Painter. Painter being me. Yeah. So we're, you know, like I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Real, again, bad on my part. But she's over there, you know, she's just looking at him, and then the guy and my friend make eye contact, and he gives her a thumbs up. So she thought that that was really weird. And, you know, we get off the train, our first train, and we, you know, we're waiting for our second train, and that's when she told me that the guy was following us. And I don't know, maybe to this day we really were overreacting about the whole situation, but in that moment it genuinely felt real, to the point where, you know, we had to get out of that situation, because maybe we weren't overreacting, and, you know, something did happen. I'd rather that whole scenario play out over again than, you know, something completely different had we stayed in that area with the guy. But, you know, aside from all of that happening, the whole trip to Tokyo was actually pretty good, you know. And I actually went back to Tokyo again in December with my husband, and we, you know, we did a whole bunch of different things that time around. And this time, you know, we weren't followed on the train, so it was actually great. But without further ado, here is the video. To the Skytree, and my hair looks a mess, but it's fine. Like it literally took us forever. I'm waiting for Kat. She wants to go use the restroom. But yeah, this is what this place looks like, and we're just waiting to buy tickets.
Do you want to dance?
It's the two motherfucking shots for me. Yes, bitch.
He did two shots?
Yes. I bet you're parched and I'm ready to swim.